Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. So this is part 3 video of the series ReactJS authentication using JWT access token and refresh token. So now our main focus is I have a secured endpoint. Okay, so this is my secured endpoint and it gives some favorite movies object response like this. Okay, so to consume a secured endpoint I have to use my access token as a authorization header. Okay. Without authorization header value with token, we cannot consume the secured endpoint. Okay. So let's implement how we can consume the secured endpoint. Okay. So to display the content in this secured endpoint, let me create a new component. Okay. So my new page component is like favorite movie. Okay. So this is our favorite movie component. Now in the app component, let configure a route for our component. So in the app component, add one more route. Okay, path. I will give path like fav movies. Okay, and element my new component. Okay. Okay. Now in our layout, let's add a menu item for my favorite movie. So go to layout. I want to display my menu here. Okay. I will create one more nav element so that it will come at leftmost side. Okay, so I will copy this, but this favorite movie should be displayed once the user is logged in. Okay, so copy the route. Okay, configure it and change it to favorite movies. Okay, let's test whether we can see our menu item or not. See here, you can see left hand side my favorite menu item is coming. Okay. In favorite movie component, let's try to consume that API. Okay. So first let me add some bootstrap code here so that I can loop my content. Okay. So go to bootstrap website, click on components and go for cards. Okay. Let's have this styling. Okay. Copy this HTML. Okay. Add it here and import the namespaces. Okay. Add them here. Okay, I will create a state variable so that I can store my response data, my favorite movie API response data. Okay, so movies, set movies. Okay, and here I can use state variable. Okay, initially empty array. Movies will be my array object, right? So I can replace that here. Okay, I can use like movie. I can add a key attribute here. Okay, movie dot, and you can see the response model here. My response contains simple ID, name, and genre of the movie. So for key, I can pass my ID. Okay, and there is no image. Remove the tag, and here for title, movie dot name. Okay, in the description. Okay, movie dot. Now to invoke the API call, what I will do, I can use effect. Okay, and arrow function empty array. I want this to execute only once. Okay. Here I can use Axios dot, it is a get call. Okay, and add this URL. Okay, and watch for the response. So I can set movies like response dot data. Okay, and here is small correction. Our API runs under port number 4000. Okay, and here small correction. It's not object. Sorry, it must be array. Okay, state variable, right? Please correct it. Okay, let's check it. So now if you click on favorite movies and if you go to network calls, in the network calls you can see 401. That is because unauthorized, because we are not passing the token. Okay. So how we can overcome? To make our secured API work, we have to pass our access token as a header value. Okay. So for that, what I will do, first let me fetch the data from the local storage. Our access token is available in the local storage, right? So we have to pass it also. Okay, json.parse and local storage dot get item and tokens, right? So once go to auth context, we saved with key tokens. Okay, that is correct. Okay, once we got the data, I will create a header like, okay, authorization header. Okay, this is default key. Okay, authorization and backticks. How we have to assign the access token value means barrier. It is a JWT token type. Okay, so this our access token value. So token data dot access token. Okay, so this is my header. Now I can pass this header value here in the configuration. Okay, the headers, to that headers I will assign my header. Okay, so if I save and if I check, see, in my favorite movies, I am seeing some movie items. And if I go to network calls, see here, this is my favorite movie API network call. And here in the request headers, you can see authorization attribute that we passed, barrier space token. And in the response, we are seeing our secured API response data. So like this, we have to consume the secured endpoint. But one thing is, in general, we will have lot of secured APIs, right? So configuring everything manually here is not good. So instead of doing this way, there is one more better way is like using the interceptor. Interceptor, with the help of interceptor, we can auto populate this header. Okay. So for that, what I will do, I will create a JS file here. It is not a component file, normal JS file I am adding here. Okay. So I will name it like JWT Interceptor.js. Okay. So here constant JWT Interceptor. So here using Axios dot create. Okay. So this is nothing but this variable is a type of Axios. Okay. Using this keyword variable name, I can do normal Axios calls like this is just an Axios. We are creating an Axios instance. Here you can see get, post, all Axios methods. So this is nothing but an Axios. So, but now I will intercept the request. Before my request go to the server, I can intercept here. by doing JWT Interceptor dot interceptors, okay, dot request, because I want to intercept when the request is going to the servers, okay, use, okay. So here I can configure. Okay, now what I will do, now let me copy this value, okay, from here to here. I am reading the token data, okay. Now I have to configure the headers. So now to configure the authorization header, I can do like config dot, okay, headers dot common, okay, and it will be array. Here I can pass my authorization header value, okay. Now to this, I have to pass my barrier token value. So for that, I can copy this line of code, okay, and then simply return the config. That's it. So what it will do means, whenever we invoke any API call using this JWT Interceptor Axios instance, okay, that will automatically intercept. This logic will execute before going to the server, okay. So it will be like a common code where whichever API we want to invoke with access token, we can simply use this instance for call the API call, okay, and finally export it. Okay, now here rewrite our code. So remove the header, okay, remove it, headers. Instead of Axios, I can use JWT Interceptor, and that name is imported. Okay, and save it. And if you go and check your page, we are able to access the secured endpoint by auto configuring the authorization header value. Okay, see, if I reload page, see, still I am seeing the response data binded to my UI. And if I check here in the header section, we can see our authorization is success. Okay, request sending along with the authorization header value. Okay, so that's all about how to consume a secured endpoint using the JWT access token. Okay, next we are going to discuss about. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video delivered some useful information to you all. If you like the video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel, and I am requesting, please like the video so that it will be an encouragement to me, and soon we are going to meet with new videos. Until then, signing off.